Welcome. Shout out to anybody who remembers Welcome Back Kotter, or I say Kotter. I don't know why I say it like that. Or when Mace tried to come back with the song.
Welcome back. Your dreams were welcome back.
Oh, yeah, man. How you doing? You good?
But this is part 2 of my review with Black Ink Crew. Like I said, this one I was going to focus on a more sensitive matter, which I am going to call this one, They Call Me Mr. Duncan. O-Ish made his appearance and he came back looking healthy, looking good, looking clean, which I hope he holds on to his sobriety. I have not myself personally, but I have had family members, close family members, who have dealt with drugs and alcohol. And when I tell you I have seen some who have gotten off of it, I've seen some who have not gotten off of it, who are still dealing with it right now. It's an illness, and it's a very serious one. So for him to say, I don't need rehab, I agree with Siege. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Rehab is not supposed to say that you're a weak individual. It takes a true individual and a true man and woman to sit there and say, hey, I need help. And granted, right now you feel like you don't need rehab and you went to LA, you got with this girl or whatever. But let's say this relationship doesn't work out. Not saying that I hope that, but let's say it doesn't work out. Are you going to go on a binge and possibly almost kill yourself? So you need to have the right tools to know how to cope with different things. So that's what rehab is for. So hopefully he will figure that out and that he would get maybe counseling, because he needs to work on that, because I know the death of his mother really hit him hard and dealing with that. So he needs to get some type of counseling. Like, let's not act like he don't. His new girl, I'm just gonna put it out there, she looked like Donna to me. If Donna didn't have no tattoos and Donna didn't have no piercings and her head wasn't shaved and wasn't out there like that, which she could be sexually fluid if she wants to, that's her business and that's her vagina, okay, that's up to her. That would be Donna. I promise you on everything I love, she looked like Donna. And I think his new girl had a piercing. I think she had something like the piercing in her nose, and I swear I was looking like this looked like Donna before she got into tattooing. So yeah, that's a little different to me. Donna, I hope everything works out with her. I thought it was touching, and I kind of figured that she was in an abusive relationship because it just didn't seem right how controlling the guy Max was. I'm sorry that she's going through that. I have seen that personally with domestic violence. It's not a good situation on either ends. At a young age, I dealt with anger issues, and I was not in a healthy relationship where me and this person would have physical altercations, and that wasn't cool. So that's a very dangerous situation. But what pissed me off is the fact that Donna, you took your wedding dress that you spent your money on and you set it on fire in front of Max's current girl, ex-girl, baby mama, whatever she is, and set it on fire to show that he don't matter to you. No, boo-boo, you should have sold that dress to someone and got them coins, and if he bought you a ring, pawn that ring and get your money and pay for your divorce. That's how you show someone they're a non-factor, is you get your divorce. Not you burning up your dress that you bought from David Bridal. You should have sent that back to David Bridal and tried to get some money for that. Are you crazy? You gonna set it on fire in New York and then get beat down? Because I'm looking at the fight and I'm like, Donna, I don't even think you won the fight. Like, I need you to stop. I need you to... You could have bought you more tattoo stuff. You could have been taking more tattoo classes. Like, you're worrying about all of the stuff that's unnecessary. Like, get it together. I like how Scott was like, look, I'm on probation. I don't have to, for 2 years, I have no time for this. I'm not finna do this. You about to get us killed. About to get me in trouble. I do remember her getting fired for Puma shop. I wonder if they're going to have Puma on this season. Black Ink, because I don't think we saw a actual like intro. You know how they had the intro music and all that. I don't think we saw a true intro. Because this section, it just carried over since it was 2 hours. Ted introduced another tattoo artist, Tiffany. But before we get into Tiffany, I don't know if I touched base on my last video. I don't think I did. I don't understand how Ted did not know that when it comes to tattoo artists, their clients are their clients, and if they're not available, you don't give it to another artist. Now, I've never worked at a tattoo shop, but I pretty much knew that was the gist. Just like at a beauty salon, just at a barber shop. If you go to get a service done, and you always get a service done by this particular person, this is that person's particular client. If they're not available at the time, you don't give them to someone else. You don't do that. So you a manager, and you don't feel that you owe Mel an apology, you're not going to have no artist if you keep doing business like that. So that ticked me off about him with that. He introduced us to another artist named Tiffany, and I can just tell you right now, when I saw the mega trailer or whatever it's called, she gets in it with everybody. She gets in it with Donna. She gets in it with Young Bay. She gets in it with Sky. The fact that you come in there, you know that the owner of the shop, his fiance is Duchess, and this is his cousin. I don't care if you're feeling comfortable or whatever. You don't come in there and talk reckless about the boss's wife. Wifey, girlfriend, whatever. You just come in there, I didn't like her, I didn't appreciate. You don't even have to go that hard. Just be like, hey, look, I came here 3 years ago. She seemed like she didn't like me, but I'm here to prove her wrong. Bam, that's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta talk reckless like that. Like, and then you're doing it in front of these people that's loyal. And I love Sky. Sky's sitting there like, I don't like how she was talking about Duchess. And it was like a thing of, we can talk about Duchess like that because that's our family. Which family does that? I got family right now. I could talk reckless all day long about them. My son's father. We get along, but he get on my nerve. I could talk reckless all day long. I want about him. But you can't talk reckless about him at all. I cuss you out. Okay, so that's not cool. To this preview, this review is gonna be quick. So I didn't like that. So I'm not liking Tiffany. I still like Young Bay. I hope Donna is gonna be doing some tattoos or whatever. Ish, we got to talk about him being called Richard now, which that says a lot. I thought it was admirable of him going to C's and telling him, look. And you can see he has changed. He was like, look, I'm wanting a job and all of this and my sobriety and this and this and this. But I wish he was, well, he might have said it. For my sobriety, I really can't work at the other shop. I really can't. That's like someone that's a diabetic. I can't work at a sugar factory if I was a diabetic. Like, that's not going to work. It's going to be too tempting. You don't put yourself in tempting situations, which is something you learn when you go to rehab. You don't put yourself in tempting situations. So had that been me, I would have been like, you know what? Well, thank you, C's. You can't allow me to work at this shop. I appreciate it. And I would have worked at Puma shop because I got to make a living, because I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna go into this shop of, I don't even know what to call it, and possibly end up drunk or high. Like, you've been that way, that road. And I understand what she was talking about. You ain't go to rehab. You lied and told me you going down to Georgia to the south for rehab, and you didn't even go. You went to California, laid up with a chick. I can't trust you. So I understand both of their situations. I just want to understand, why was they having just one pack of ramen noodles? And she ate it with a spoon. Like, no fork, no nothing. But hey, I ain't gonna hate ramen noodles, top ramen, whatever you gotta do. We just gotta see what's gonna happen. Cause the end part with Miss Kitty, you being a brand ambassador and you coming in there and you talking about something y'all raggedy, and then Dutch is sitting there talking reckless about the shop. This is still your man's shop. Like, you have no respect for him. You have no for a relationship to blossom and grow. You got to have respect for everything that your man is doing. And if you don't have respect for what he's doing, why are you with him? Because you're a representation of him. My grandma used to say this all the time. A man doesn't know who he is until he knows the type of woman he wants on his arm. So you are a reflection. So if his shop is raggedy, guess what, boo-boo? You queen of raggedy. You are the empress of raggedy. Because you right there on his arm, and he's the owner of both shops. So what that say about you? Did he come in there and talk about your shop being raggedy? Then you're going to tell the brand ambassador, Miss Socialite, Miss Vagina, that, oh, it's raggedy. Then she come in there sideways with that freaking Bring It On freaking 1995 ponytail wig weave, whatever tape gorilla glue she had for her wig. It was on point, because when Sky came and fought Rashad Ali, okay, and ripped the wig off. This one, they pulled it and that wig didn't go nowhere. So she must have went to Anthony Cuts and he put on a lace frontal or something. Because it was absolutely amazing. But I needed you to do better. That outfit was hideous. That looked like Unbreak My Heart, Tony Braxton. Like, that looked like it was from 1995. I know it's retro, but what is we doing? And you going to come in there, I heard y'all was raggedy. And then this time, T-Lo from the block, Tiffany, who's 100% Puerto Rican, I'm going to need you to know the truth about being 100% Puerto Rican. So I'm going to leave that alone. But I agree with her jumping on her. Like, is you crazy? Right now, you going to come in here talking about my shop, but don't jump on her. Like, I ain't like that. But this is going to be, it was full of ratchetness, like it's going to be. But we have to see what's going to happen later on this season. But that was it. If I missed anything, just let me know. Comment in the bottom. And thumbs it up, subscribe, share. And see y'all next time.